Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
Believe in experience. Believe in consistency. Believe in the wisdom that can only come with time. At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to celebrate 75 years as Tennessee's insurance company, doing right by our neighbors and always being there when you need us most. After all, we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
And good morning, everyone. As we get started here on this good old Monday morning, we are broadcasting live from Ewgani's farm golf course. We're going to be talking much more about that coming up here in just a second. Let me get those T-Dot cameras up for you. As we do have smooth sailing on the interstate here this morning. That's a live look there at 40 and Pellissippi Parkway. As we look at your golf forecast, any golfers out there going to be hitting the golf courses today? It's going to be a fantastic day to do so. And a beautiful sunrise with some patchy dense fog right here on the golf course here this morning. So it is definitely a fun but comfortable, mild start to the day. Whoa, I'm a little orange here. Let's change the color of that. We can do that on the fly. How about that? Anyways, how was the weekend? Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. There we go. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Look at this beautiful backdrop we have this morning. It does not get much better than this. It feels good out here. I have a light jacket on because a little bit on the cool side when I first got out here. But we're going to be talking to Amy Dunaway, the executive director for the Blount Memorial Foundation. And so we're going to be talking about what this golf course is, what we're doing here today, what we're raising money for, and all those awesome things. But again, East Tennessee Weather is broadcasting on the road. Did it all weekend long. We'll be talking about Witcher's Adventures and, of course, the camping trip coming up in just a short while. Let's go and first things first, get you out the door here this morning. We talked about the golf forecast. It is going to be a hot and toasty day around town. And that's really going to be the story here for the next couple of days. We've been trending on the hot side. We had a couple of records that we tied yesterday. Yesterday, officially at McGee Tyson Airport, we made it to 93 degrees. It was a hot one for sure. All right, when you look at the numbers, again, I told you that we tied a couple of records. Chattanooga tied a record, a high temperature. Also, Tri-Cities tied a record high. Chattanooga making it to 96 degrees, 90 in Tri-Cities, and 88 degrees in the Crossville community. So really nice forecast ahead of us if you like the heat. All right, let's talk about rainfall. We actually saw some decent amount of rainfall yesterday. Picked up nearly an inch of rain in parts of Scott County, Huntsville, Oneida area, down towards the western sections of Morgan County, and stretching along the Cumberland Plateau. Had a couple of showers. I had a couple of text messages for folks going off to the Morgan Wallen concert last night. And if you did, you're probably waking up a little sleepy-eyed this morning. But they're like, hey, Witcher, what's this rain going to do? Is it moving its way in? And I was like, well, I think it's going to fade away. Maybe a light sprinkle or so at the concert. All right, here are those weather headlines because we do have some active weather to talk about. We also have some changes that we're going to be talking about as well. So today's going to be hot with a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. A couple of those could become a little bit stronger or severe. So we're going to be highlighting that coming up here in just a second. And we're also talking about the possibility of a couple isolated strong to severe thunderstorms again tomorrow. Through the week, though, unsettled weather's on the way. This big trough is going to be hanging out with us. Plus, we're going to be talking about the potential. I'll get back to the other map. We're going to be talking about the potential for some tropical moisture. A potential tropical system is going to be swinging its way into the area. So nothing showing up on the satellite and radar right now. A bunch of ground clutter showing up with the radar here at this hour. But temperature-wise, we are trending just a little bit warmer than what we were yesterday. So if you happen to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, well, I would tell you to probably go back to bed. That's what I'd probably tell you. Although I was up, so thanks for joining me on the weekend edition of, Witcher's Adventures anyways. All right, so temperatures right now, 60s and 70s. It feels amazing outside here this morning. The jacket's going to come off here shortly because it is definitely starting to warm up. We do have some patchy dense fog, not nearly as thick as it was earlier. Earlier, we had some pretty thick fog upper East Tennessee, but golf courses, waterways, rivers and lakes, we're going to continue to see that fog here this morning. Shouldn't cause any major travel concerns, though, for any travelers out there. So we've been talking about this ridge of high pressure originating from Texas for the last several days, right? It's been slowly building its way on in, and that's why our temperatures have warmed up a lot. But high pressure is going to kind of be squashed down a little bit closer to the Gulf of Mexico. There's a couple caveats going on with this. The first one is we're going to be on the northern side of this, so on the peripherals of this ridge of high pressure. And a lot of times when we get this, we'll get little pieces of energy to swing their way through. That's what we saw yesterday. We saw a couple of little pieces of energy helping to spark off a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Well, guess what? We're going to do it again here throughout the day today, where you can see on the northern side of this ridge of high pressure where those little disturbances and waves are. That's where the Storm Prediction Center has now painted a level 1 risk for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So we are under a level 1 risk. Not widespread, isolated in nature, damaging winds would be the main threat. So when you break it down, it looks like damaging winds greater than 60 miles per hour are possible, but isolated in nature. We're not talking about a concern of tornadoes. We're not talking about a concern of flooding or flash flooding. And we could see maybe upwards of about P or a little bit larger P-size hail, generally speaking. That would be the general consensus if we see that at all. All right, so here's your futurecast. We're going to pick it up at lunchtime today and run you through noon to 3, and you'll notice a little bit of energy starting to spark off, so we'll see the clouds increasing, beautiful sunrise taking shape. I mean, look at this back. It does not get better than that, my friends. But a couple of isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms will continue to fire up as we get into the afternoon. So something to kind of keep in mind if you have outdoor plans or if you're running around town. And don't forget, we haven't had to use the interactive radar for quite some time, but remember the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app will give you current, past, and future radar with a push of just one button. So it's a super simple, super easy, super efficient to get your weather information right here in East Tennessee. I haven't had my coffee yet. All right, so here's the forecast for the day today. We start off in the 60s and 70s. We'll climb into the mid-80s. As we get into the afternoon, we're talking high temperatures back in the low 90s. Low, mid, and maybe a few, low to mid-90s. Well, we'll go upper 80s to low 90s, but dew points have climbed into the 60s to near 70, and so that's going to give us a heat index value pushing the low, mid, maybe even some upper 90s. So yeah, the dew points have climbed a little bit, so it is going to be just a little bit hotter throughout the day today. And so therefore, we haven't talked about this as well. The heat stress kind of increases a little bit throughout the day as well. So something to kind of keep in mind. I know we're all longing for the fall, cool, crisp, comfortable weather. It is not here yet. But there is maybe some signs that maybe down the road. Oh, yeah, there are some signs down the road. You know why? Because it's fall, and we're only going to cool down from here on out. If you have ball practices or outdoor events tonight, 85 degrees by 6, down to 74 by 10 o'clock here this evening. But remember, I said we're going to do it again tomorrow, because the Storm Prediction Center has now put us under a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms once again, as we continue to talk about this ridge of high pressure kind of squashing further south. And so now all of East Tennessee is under that. And again, damaging winds will be the main threat, maybe up to 1-inch diameter hail. I forgot to change that graphic. Sorry about that. Maybe up to 1-inch in diameter hail tomorrow. So tomorrow could potentially present us some larger hail around the area. And here's how tomorrow plays out. So we're talking about what matters most, and that's the risk for some strong to severe storms. So tomorrow, we're going to get more of a southwesterly flow taking shape. Remember, over the last few days, we've had that northwesterly flow. Now we're getting a southwesterly flow, and that's going to help to pump in all this energy and showers and thunderstorms. And so something to keep on mind as we go through our Tuesday afternoon. So from today and tomorrow, we're actually going to start to see those rain chances ramp up just a little bit more. So we're going to start to see a little bit better coverage, which is great news because we need the moisture. Now, well, I wanted to show you dew points this morning due to the fact that dew points aren't going to drastically drop. Even though we have a cold front swinging its way on through, we actually have a tropical system developing in the Gulf of Mexico. And so dew points are going to stay elevated. The National Hurricane Center has now put a 70% chance of this forming into a tropical system over the next 2 days and a 90% chance over the next 7 days. And all models are starting to line up where we're going to start to see the spin in the atmosphere develop. The storm system is going to start to strengthen and likely to become our next named storm, working its way towards the Gulf of Mexico towards the latter part of the week. And then as we get into our Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, here it comes. Now, of course, subject to change based on the track and all the things go playing out in the atmosphere, still subject to change a little bit. But the point of the story is increasing chances for rain. So we'll elevate our rain chances to, today, tomorrow, Wednesday. More so Wednesday. I think we're going to get a pretty good shot for some decent rain Wednesday. Then it will start to fade away as we talk about that tropical system. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday are likely to be changing drastically depending on what the storm system actually does. But when you look at our rainfall potential over the next 3, 5, and 7 days, I mean, beneficial rain. However, with that said also, the National Weather Service was like, listen, too much too soon is not necessarily a great thing. And so flooding and flash flooding concerns may elevate, which is weird to talk about, but may elevate as we round out the week and head into the upcoming weekend. And the Weather Prediction Center is also, the Climate Prediction Center also saying, yeah, I think we're going to have those elevated rain chances. So 90s today, heat index values mid to upper 90s, upper 80s on Tuesday. Then we'll drop down into the upper 70s to low 80s as we round out the week and get into the weekend. which is going to be nice. But we're also going to have more rain and we're going to have more cloud coverage, and that's why those temperatures will fall off. However, it may not last long. Average high by the end of the month is 78 degrees, and, well, it looks like we may be trending above average again as we start the first week of October. So make sure you download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free download. If you don't have it, check in with the East Tennessee Weather app every single day. Just go to the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word, for the latest weather information, of course, right here at home. Oh, look at this backdrop. Should I broadcast? I wish my backyard looked like this every day. I mean, this is just amazing. You can see the fog off the distance. It is amazing. As I mentioned, we're at Ewgani's. I always get that name wrong. Ewgani Farms for the Blount Memorial Foundation. They're doing a golf tournament here today. We're talking about a ton of people to show up here. And so, lo and behold, who I want to bring to the conversation? My good friend, Amy Dunaway. Amy, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic this morning. I mean, this is a nice backdrop, right?
Gorgeous.
Should we broadcast down here every day?
Sure.
It would be amazing. All right, let's talk about the golf classic that's going on today. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yes, so we are out here at Ewgani Farms this morning raising money for the uninsured and underinsured patients at Blount Memorial Hospital. And we are just so excited. We're going to kick off at 8 a.m. and just out here having a great time and raising a little money.
Raising a little money. Tell us about the foundation itself. What is it? What does it do? Where's the money going?
Sure. So the foundation was created as the philanthropic arm of the hospital. And so we provide assistance to patients, like we have a clothing cabinet up on the floors where patients come in and need clothing, or we pay for prescriptions as they are being discharged from the hospital. Durable medical equipment like wheelchairs, oxygen, walkers, things like that. It's when you need a little extra help when you get out of the hospital to help continue to heal. And that's why we exist, is we help those uninsured and underinsured patients. And then we also raise money for capital projects for the hospital as well.
This is awesome. And you're known for fundraising in our community. You do such an amazing job. So thank you for doing all this. Are there any spots available for any of the afternoon flights? So if people are like, hey, listen, I want to donate and it's going to be a great day for golf, are there?
Absolutely. There's a few spots left this afternoon. Lunch starts at 11:30, and you can come register and check in. You can visit blountmemorialfoundation.org and make a donation there or register online.
Amy Dunaway, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And good luck. I know you get a lot of people getting ready to come in here, and they're going to be piling in, and they're going to be like, let's golf.
Well, it's a beautiful day for golf.
It's a perfect day. Amy, thanks so much. All right, so how about that? I mean, again, just doesn't get much better than that. If you have any questions about that foundation or anything like that, put it in the chat. I will wave her down and try to get her to come back here if you have any important questions. But again, a great cause and a great thing that's going here on around East Tennessee. So let's talk about our weekend. I'll go to the chat and see what everyone's doing this morning. A lot of you are up and about this morning. Hopefully you had a great weekend and enjoyed the heat. As many of you know, we went camping or glamping. I don't even know if it's called glamping anymore. Like my wife and I talked about it. We're like, is this really camping? No. But are we at a camp resort? Yes. Is it really glamping when you're like in a tiny home and you're eating at their cafe because they've got amazing food? I don't know. So we just decided to call it just a vacation. It was a nice little 3-day vacation. Well, Friday, Saturday, we came back yesterday, but they got an amazing pool. It's heated, great outdoor activities, and lots of stuff going on in Townsend. Townsend was nice and busy, and a lot of folks just getting out and enjoying. The pool was packed here this past weekend, and hopefully you saw some of those stories on social media. And of course, thanks for sharing your photos also through the East Tennessee Weather app. All right. Good morning, Layla, and we got Linda and Jerry and Tom. Lee, am I making you jealous here this morning, Lee? Do you have anything to do? Do you want to come join the afternoon flight? Come on, buddy. I'm going to be down here for most of the day. And then we got to get back home and get the kids before they get home from school. I am not going to be golfing today, by the way. Although I thought about it, but I don't have any golf clubs. I'm kind of a scratch golfer, but this doesn't seem like a bad thing whatsoever. All right, Lee, I'm asking you to come down here. Come on, bud. You got to get down here. I didn't see if you were golfing yet. Tom, how was camping this weekend, Tom? Did you enjoy the kayaking up on, I think you said you were Norris, Big Ridge State Park in Norris. Sandra's back from vacation this morning. Sure, glad you enjoyed your vacation down to the beach. Now you're back on our side, landlocked, right? No ocean waters right there. Oh, I forgot to show your ultrasound. We'll see if I'll try to get that up here this morning, Krista. I'll see if I can't get that up for you this morning. I know everybody's been asking about it. Let's see. I might be able to. You may be in luck. Let's see if we can't get this going. I'm just going to do a couple things here in the background. Anyways, so we'll try to get that up, Krista. If we can get your ultrasound up so we can show everybody the little tiny peanut. I think we can. So here we go. Let me get this on camera here. So give me 1 second, because I know Chris has been itching at the bit here. Here we go. All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this is Krista's ultrasound. Look at that, a little tiny peanut right there. I don't really have the sound effects like here on the road that I do at home, but there it is, my friend. There it is. Can't not get that up for you. How's your cup of coffee going on this morning? I haven't even had a sip of mine yet. I need to get a sip of mine first. Feels so good out here. All right, so my cousins went Friday night, and last night she had backstage passes. Oh, yeah. Anybody go to the Morgan Wallen concert last night? It was a packed house. Heard Peyton Manning was there. They walked out with the baseball Vols this past weekend. I mean, how cool is that? Such a cool experience for those baseball Vols, isn't it? Things that they get to do because they won the World Series. I mean, I'd do it if I could. I did not go to the concert last night. Betty's been up early. Good morning, Michelle. How are you this morning? Gulf of Mexico, unstable. Lots of moisture heading our way. Yeah, no doubt about that, Buck. And, got to realize this is the time of the year anyways, that the Gulf of Mexico and the South Caribbean area is the location of hurricane formation. So you know how it starts way out east and it starts to work its way towards the Gulf of Mexico. But let's see. Oh, no, you had your first round of sickness this morning. That's no good. Let's see. Cody's still not here, Kimberly. You're just going to have to text him. Speaking of golf, need to get ready and head to the golf course. Oh, Lee, come on, man. You got to come out to this golf course. You're like, nah, I got to work. I got to work, don't you? All right, I don't have, let's see, I don't really have the sound effects. I do have some sound, though. Let's see if we can't get some sound on here for... That's the wrong one. We don't want that one. We can do this one. How about this? It's not as fun, is it? But it's time to dance. And you know what that means when it's time to dance? It's time to take a look at today's national holidays. So today's national holidays are, see if we can get them up here. Like I said last time, it's a little hard when you're doing it on a laptop. All right, today's national holidays are, there they are. All right, so we've got National Family Day. Aw. We got National Family Day today. How about that? Celebrate your family. It's always good to be with family. Sit down, watch a movie with your family, cook dinner together as a family. Why not, right? All right, we got National Teal Talk Day. All right, not quite sure what that's about. National Snack Stick Day. National Snack Stick Day. What is that? I'm guessing that's like beef. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. On September 23rd, National Snack Stick Day encourages you to pack your pockets, backpacks, and desk drawers with yummy snack sticks so you can celebrate. So any snack sticks. How about that? Any snack sticks you can celebrate with. We also have National Great American Pot Pie Day. Who doesn't love a pot pie? I don't know about you, but homemade pot pies are like hands down like one of my most favorite things ever. Love me some pot pies. It's just like a big but I like goulashes and I like casseroles. My wife, not so much, but I do. It's National Checkers Day and Dogs in Politics Day. Okay. We've got Restless Leg Awareness Day. Anybody suffering from restless leg syndrome? We've got Celebrate Bisexuality Day and Energize Day. Day after the autumnal equinox. What does this say? It says, and Energize Day is the day after the national autumnal equinox offers an opportunity to relax and rejuvenate. This day is for you. Well, if you don't have to work, I suppose, right? If you don't have to work, this day 100% would be for you. But instead, it's not. Because we got to work. But maybe you can take some time on lunchtime and make it a day for yourself. Sounds pretty good. All right, we got Sue Hobbs joining us this morning. Hey, Sue. Have a great day. Let's see. Any questions? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Let's see. Buckton, no naming 80s songs today. Buck's always labeling some 80s songs, isn't he? He's always, it's Buck Wild Woo. That's what he always says. My voice still, by the way, still like slow to recover. I don't know why. What's up, Linda? How are you this morning? Have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine. What are we going to do today? Are we staying inside because it's too hot? Are we going back to work? I didn't really have a sunburn. I probably look a little red, but maybe it's just the cameras and the lights. It's what makes me look good, Jerry. It's what makes me look good. Just another day in the hood, Dwayne. I hear you on that one. Not for me, though. It was nice to get everything up and running early this morning and come down here to broadcast for the Golf Classic. I'm not selling these jackets. This was a one-off that I got like a year and a half ago when I first started it. But I will tell you, do I have a drum roll? I don't know if I have a drum roll. I don't think I have a drum roll. Well, we'll just do this one. How about that? Because guess what's coming new to the market? I should be able to pick those up hopefully today or tomorrow. But East Tennessee Weather is now going to have hoodies. I've got more hats. I've got more shirts. I've got tumblers getting ready to come to the market. I have coffee mugs getting ready to come to the market. So the hoodies have now officially come in. They're not at my house, but they're in. So I got to go pick those up. So I'll be getting those on the merch shop here soon. So hopefully if you're looking for a hoodie or anything like that, you'll be able to grab you one. But yeah, getting some new merch coming to the market. So hopefully everyone, I mean, listen, it's hoodie season, almost hoodie season. It's not really feeling like hoodie season, but almost there. Let's see. Have a great Monday. Going to get your eyes checked for some glasses today. Gotta love the good old eye check. You know, is it 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Oh, no, 3 or 4? All right, Krista, you have a great day. Katrina, I hope you have a great day as well. And I hope everybody has an amazing day. We are going to wrap things up here this morning. And as we do so, let's see. I think